Hello, lovely souls. It's that time again where we are in the midst of a new moon, the new moon energies. But this time it's exciting if you like change and growth and all those adventurous energies. Well, we have the new moon in Sagittarius soon. So, new moon in Sagittarius at 4 degrees on Tuesday, 26th of November 2019 at 3:05 p.m. Universal Time. The new moon in Sagittarius is all about moving in a direction, in a new direction. So, the magic of Sagittarius energy is exploration and adventure. This energy invokes a love and desire for travel, both in the mind and body, as it is associated with spirituality and philosophy and expanding the consciousness. Sagittarius energy also teaches the power of generosity, which expands our heart. Our heart chakra starts to emit this beautiful energy all around the world during that day. Though the new moons usually make us feel tired, the Sagittarius energy will have an opposite effect. It is the centaur, Sagittarius being the centaur, it is known among other things for its high energy. Physical exercise during this new moon is unavoidable, dear souls. Regardless of how you do not want to be involved, you will have to be involved in some way to be able to make something happen, or it has to be done. It's something that needs to be done. So it involves some sort of physical activity in some way. So to really embrace the energies of Sagittarius, I would say go somewhere you've never been before. Or if you're not able to travel, this new moon is a good day to talk about the future. Make a vision board, plan a vacation, sign up for a class, or make a bonfire and sit around the fire and get someone to play a guitar and sing along and just have fun. It's that kind of energy, it's that kind of atmosphere. The themes of this new moon are friendly, gracious, welcoming, sharing, and joyful. The new moon moves rapidly through the constellations of the Zodiac and aligns with the sun once every 29.5 days, beginning the cycle of the new moon. Barely visible, this new moon's energy has the power to control the ebbs and flows of all the water and fluids in general, externally and internally. From the oceans to our bodily chemistry, such as our hormonal secretions, and so impacting human behavior. This is why in astronomy the energy of the new moon is regarded as such a highly influential force. The energy of the new moon helps people grow spiritually as they seek out the moon's healing energy, as the new moon is rich with symbolism and it represents a time for great self-awareness where hopes and visions for the future can be manifested. Even though it's very close to being invisible in the sky, a new moon's energy brings the start of a new lunar cycle as well as the beginning of a new personal cycle. Sagittarius being a fire sign, we are at the forefront of change, dear souls. This new moon cycle represents an opportunity to rid us of the junk in our lives, whether it may be material or spiritual. We have the chance to make important changes in our lives as we are learning to dig deeper into the mysteries around us instead of always being content with the way things are. More cautious souls might find this energy to be reckless, but change is unavoidable and will be there for the better. The new moon in Sagittarius energy will pursue us to search for knowledge and truth through experience with optimism, with a sense of adventure, while the new moon will assist us in trusting that we are creating our future as we are exploring the new. Creating balance has definitely been a theme in the universe over the last few months, and this new moon also adds to this energy. This new moon will be guiding us to create healthy habits and to balance work and play. While Sagittarius has a cerebral side, the mythical centaur is a horse from the waist down. So as wise and worldly as Sagittarius energy can be, it can also be rather randy, forever in pursuit of instant gratification and wild adventure. During this new moon, we are all going to be given the opportunity to embrace a new way of being and to keep moving through this portal of energy so we can evolve, grow and renew as this new moon promotes all forms of growth. It is a potent time for writing wishes and goals that stimulate new beginnings in our lives. By aligning ourselves with the natural rhythms and energy of the moon, we are able to unlock a strong universal force as we strengthen our creative and intuitive energies. If everything went wrong by the time of a full moon, and we made every mistake we could have possibly made, the new moon gifts us with a clean slate. So this new Sagittarius moon will gift us with a clean slate. So the new moon energies will bring chaotic change, and rebellious as the new moon will be directly linked to Mars opposite Uranus, one of the most disruptive influences in astrology, this energy represents a fresh start for those who welcome it as an opportunity to celebrate new beginnings, to embark on life transitions, and to obtain spiritual healing from this moon's massive positive energy, offering power, money, and success, because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, planet of expansiveness and growth. But only those who react with forefront and strategy to the rapidly changing conditions ahead. There will be winners and losers during this high stakes moon phase. The last new moon before the 26th of December 2019 solar eclipse that is due to happen. So yes, this is the last new moon of the year, dear souls, and it is a potent one. So make your wishes manifest, make magic happen. So we have all of this happening, and all the star signs will be affected in their own particular way, because they will be falling into certain houses during this new moon. And I've also made a 5-card layout for this new moon, opposed to the last moon where I did a 4-card layout, because 4 is representing numerologically to stability and finances and foundations and security, and it's a earth elemental type energy. Whereas Sagittarius is all about change and adventure and, newness. So it's all about the unexpected. And in numerology, it is represented by number 5. So I have got a 5-card layout, and we can get into that straight away. Okay, so let me just put the volume down on this music. There we go. Okay, Aries. Now, when I refer to the star signs, the sun signs, make sure you do listen to your sun sign, rising or ascendant sign, as well as your moon sign, because it is a moon energy. So you need to also click onto your moon sign and listen to that one as well. And I will include the timestamps for these layouts and astrology, Astro-Tarot reading. And so you can just skip to whichever one you want. All the information will be down below of the video, and you can just click on that timestamp and just listen to that, and you're all set to go. So Aries, Aries Sun, Aries Ascendant or Rising, and Aries Moon sign. The new moon will help you to reflect on your explorations, self-affirming trips and destinations that are most meaningful to you. And so that's the energy that you will be having astrologically. So let's have a look and see what this 5-card tarot has in store for you. So 5 cards, please. High self, guides, universe, for Aries, Aries Sun, Aries Ascendant, and Aries Moon. Okay, they are really jumping out. Okay, so we have 5 cards. And the first card, all of these cards are they are represented by a question for each and every one of them, and that is because if you have strong questions, you will have strong answers. So the first card is about what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore. And we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords represents analyzing situations, because the swords is a air sign element and represents your thoughts, the mind. And it says that you should analyze your situation and what kind of visions you have, and you should reflect on what you have been going through in regards to explorations and trips and destinations that are more meaningful to you. So analyze them, look at them in a more logical way in your mind. So that's the kind of energies that are and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore. So the second card says, where should you look for inspiration to expand spirituality and consciously when you lack motivation? Okay, so we have the King of Cups. Now, if you are attached Aries and you're female, there is a male figure who is sensitive and caring around you that can help you to get inspired when you lack motivation. Okay, so there is a male figure. If you are male, then maybe you have an older male figure around you. This could be you yourself, but there is an older male figure around you that can help you, guide you, and help you to get motivated in regards to getting inspired again and motivated. Okay? So the third card is how to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires. And this is saying that if there are certain things that you need to let go of on the mental level, let go of them and start enjoying life with a more passionate kind of way, okay? With a passionate kind of energy, because you've been very much mentally inclined in regards to what you want to achieve lately, and what you need to do is lessen that mind chatter, those worries in your mind, get rid of them and start enjoying the moment and being passionate about the future, because Sagittarius is all about the future. Okay, the fourth card here is how to overcome blocks that may interfere with your growth. And we've got the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a fire element card, and it represents success. So if you are so focused on your success in some way, that could become a block for you. So stop focusing on your success and focus on the journey to success. Okay, so do not focus on the outcome. Focus on the journey and the experience, because that is what Sagittarius moon energy is about. It's about the journey. It's about the adventure. It's about learning from experience rather than going straight to the outcome. And the fifth card here is, how will the universe support you? Well, the universe will always shine the star onto you, where you can wish upon that star. The universe will help you not to lose faith and not to stop wishing for the future. Okay, so that will be evoked within you in some way. So that is for you, Aries. Next we have Taurus. So Taurus Sun, Taurus rising or ascendant, and Taurus moon. The new moon in Sagittarius will help you to realize the many lessons you've learned about the importance of abundance that comes through partnerships and collaborations. So, it's important to realize that people around us can support us financially in many different ways. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. We do have a 5-card spread for the tarot, and last we had with the full moon in Taurus, we had the 4 card, which was numerologically a 4 element an earth element number, which was 4, and this time we've got a 5 card layout, which is a fire element of the unexpected, as in adventure. So let's have a look and see what we have for you, Taurus. So 5 cards, the higher self, guides, and universe for Taurus, please. Okay, we've got 5 cards, and the first card is now we have questions for all of each and every individual of these cards. So if you have strong questions, you will get strong answers. So the first card is the Judgment card, which is a higher arcana card. It's a very important card. It represents karma in some way. So what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore? And if you have a look at the card, it shows the coffins being opened and the dead coming alive again, which means that something you thought was dead is coming alive again in some way within you. So something that was stagnant, something that was like pushed to the back of your mind maybe, it is stirring and it's coming back up, back out, alive. Okay, so that's the energy that you should not ignore. Where should you look for inspiration and expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation? And we have the Lovers card, and it shows if you're in a relationship, maybe your other half could help you to be inspired when you lack motivation. It could also be in regards to some choices you make in life that could also inspire you. So the third card is how to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires, gaining more knowledge, being the student, learning new things. And learning new things is actually one of the themes for the Sagittarius energy. So how to overcome blocks that may interfere with your growth. Rest and get grounded. Okay, so you need lots of rest and you need lots of you time and grounding work, maybe meditation, and sleep. You need lots of sleep too. Okay, so how will the universe support you? The universe will support you by nudging you through your intuition. So the universe will guide you through your intuition. The High Priestess represents intuitive knowledge. So if you feel something to be true or not to be true, and your intuition is directing you into a certain direction, listen to your intuition. Okay? So Taurus, that is your Astro-Tarot for the new moon in Sagittarius. Next we have Gemini. So Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising or Ascendant, and Gemini Moon. The new moon will help you to explore many ways in which you've grown through your commitments to others, Gemini. So that's what you should be, or you will be looking at, actually. You'll be reflecting on too. So let's see what your tarot has to say. And during this fire element new moon in Sagittarius, we have a 5-card layout because numerologically 5 is an action-orientated, adventure-seeking number, and it is represented by a fire element, and it's very similar to Sagittarius energy. So I've chosen 5 cards for this layout. And let's see what the tarot is going to show Gemini this time. So 5 cards, dear higher self, guides and universe for Gemini. Gemini Sun, Rising, Ascendant and Moon. So 5 cards, please. Okay, so we've got 5 cards, and we've got questions for each and every one of these cards. If you have strong questions, you will have strong answers basically. So the first question is, what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore? Okay, we have the card of loss. So the energies and visions that are emerging we should which you should follow and not ignore, is maybe reflecting onto some sort of loss that you have experienced since the full moon, or maybe you let go since the full moon, and maybe it's time to let go. Maybe it's time to get over that issue, okay? This could become your block in some way. So it's time to let go of whatever loss you've had and to move on, because the Sagittarius energy of the new moon is all about newness, and you don't want any residue from the past. So where should you look for inspiration to expand spirituality and consciously? Where should you look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation? And I have the Sun card. It's saying to be positive as much as possible. This is very much like the Sagittarius energy itself. So look for the warmth in other people. Maybe be warm and express your warmth, optimism. Maybe be childlike. Maybe look at children around you. Maybe they may inspire you. Your pets could inspire you. Or go somewhere where it's nice and sunny. You may get some inspiration through warm weather. So, but mostly it's all about being that optimistic, going with that optimistic energy. Okay. So the third card here is how to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires. And we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is actually connected with Sagittarius in the tarot. So it is saying connect with the Sagittarius energies. Basically, the Temperance means union in some way, or it means being in balance or in alignment. So it's about time maybe you embrace that fiery energy, or embrace the fiery energy of the people around you and go with that. Maybe it's time for some passionate moments. The fourth card here is how to overcome blocks that may interfere your growth. Okay, blocks may be that if you take too much time out celebrating before you even reach your goals, it could be a block for you. If you spend too much time on outings or even indulging with food or drinks, that will be a block on your path. Okay, so watch what you eat, watch what you drink, or have everything in moderation. Okay, so how will the universe support you? The universe will support you through your dreams and through your meditations. Okay, so the more you meditate, the more you dream, and you will get in touch with some sort of information that you need to solve certain issues in your life. And that is your Astro-Tarot Gemini. So next we have Cancer. So Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising or Ascendant, and Cancer Moon. The new moon in Sagittarius will help you to see the sheer volume of tasks you've been tending to over the past year and the abundance they are still bringing to you, Cancer. So you put in all that work and you are reaping the rewards. Fantastic. So let's see what the tarot has to say for you for the new moon in Sagittarius. For this new moon in Sagittarius, which is a fire sign, we have a 5-card layout. 5 is the number numerologically that is similar to fire element, and it represents action and adventure and all that. So we're using 5 cards in this layout. So let's see what we have for Cancer. 5 cards, dear higher self, guides and universe. 5 cards for Cancer. I'm seeing all these cards flick out, but they're not flicking out totally. So, okay, that one wanted to flick out. So 5 cards. Okay, we've got 5 cards. So what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore, Cancer? Well, we have the card that is a water element card, which is the 4 of Cups, that represents resentment, regrets, being closed off. So it's like you're trying to close yourself off from emotional issues, or you are not trying not to express yourself emotionally. You are holding yourself, you are wearing that hard shell around you to keep that soft interior of your mushy self interior in a safe in safety, basically. So this is the energies and visions that are emerging, which you should follow and not ignore. It's saying, do not close yourself off to offers that involve some sort of emotional support, okay, or love, or unconditional love. So it's saying, do not close yourself off to others, especially emotionally. You don't want to come across as someone who is hard when they look at you, okay? So that is something you should not ignore. The second card here is where you should look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation. And it is saying that, well, some sort of messages that you get either through people or through the universe in some way, through your intuition, but it's more like visions in your mind, okay? These could also be some sort of poetry, music coming through, so words in general. So when you hear those special words, you will get inspired. Even reading a book may help you to get inspired. Even watching a movie, because those words are important. They will help you to get inspired in some way. So how to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires. Keep working on what you're doing. Master what you're doing. If you're learning something, master it. If you're working, do it the best way you can. So keep working. That is the element of fire that is going to be embraced by you, okay? So how to overcome blocks that may interfere with your growth. Okay, if you are someone who is quite safe and secure in their position, well, maybe at home, you need to kind of shake that and make a change. Even to like your environment. Change the furniture around. Do something that is different. Do not stick to something that is always there. This is an earth element card, and earth does not move easily. So you have to shake that off and bring in that fire element and start moving things. So if you do not do some sort of change in your life, that's going to become a block. Okay, so you need a bit of change coming into your life in some way. So how will the universe support you? Well, as long as you take the chance, the universe will support you. Okay, it's like, make that change. If you do make that change, the universe will support you with surprises. But if you don't make that change, nothing will happen. So that is your Astro-Tarot for the Sagittarius New Moon Cancer. Next we have Leo. So Leo Sun, Leo Rising or Ascendant, and Leo Moon. The new moon in Sagittarius will help you to see what you've recently learned about your creative energy and what its powers are and needs are. So that's something to keep in mind. So Leo, you are a fire sign yourself, and the Sagittarius energy is going to be very exciting for you. And let's see what the tarot has to say. We have a 5-card layout this time because 5 represents fire element as well as action, and similar to Sagittarius energy, action-seeking, unpredictable type of energy. So let's go. So 5 cards for Leo. Your higher self, guides, and universe. Five cards for Leo. Okay, so we have 5 questions that correspond with each of these cards. The stronger the questions, the stronger the answers. And the first card is the Tower. Ooh, it's a very strong card, and it is a higher arcana card, which means it's a major card. The energies are very karmic. So what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore? Okay, so if something is emerging in your life suddenly with like a lightning struck kind of way, suddenly, quickly, if something is happening in your life, the energies, visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore, well, maybe take notes, okay? Maybe put them down into notes and then create this beautiful vision board so that you can reflect back to it, or take notes, read them, and then stash them away and forget about them, however you may desire. Because you are a fire energy yourself, this Sagittarius fire energy new moon is also very potent for you. So number 2 here is the 4 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups is represented by water element, and it's all about emotions. And the question is, where should you look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation? And it's saying, do not close off your emotions and accept other people's advice, especially when they come through with love. Okay? Do not push them away. Be open to emotional guidance and inspiration. How to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires. Well, you are a fire sign yourself, so you will not have a hard time. This is saying maybe get grounded, because too much fire energy is probably going to scatter you completely, and you may need to ground yourself more to be able to utilize that fire energy in a more productive way. So the 4th card is the Queen of Wands, typical Leo, Sagittarius or Aries sign female energy. So how to overcome blocks that may interfere with your growth. And the blocks are to over-exaggerate on that fire energy. Okay, so tone it down a bit. And how will the universe support you? The universe will support you by showing you signs, or even guiding you to the perfect solution at the perfect time, where you will find answers through any means to help you to whatever questions you have. Okay, so you may be flicking through a book and you have a question, and then the answer may just pop up in front of you when you look at the book randomly, and so on, or in the when you look on the internet or whatever. So that is your Astro-Tarot, Leo, and hope you enjoy the new moon energies. Next we have Virgo. So Virgo sign, sun, rising or ascendant, and Virgo moon. The new moon will help you to witness all the ways in which you are healing your relationships by reflecting to your past, Virgo. So that is your astro message. Let's see what the tarot has to say, because the tarot can give us more in-depth information, and we have a 5-card layout with the tarot this time, because 5 numerologically is very similar to Sagittarius energy. It's active, it's reactive, it's action orientated, it's adventure seeking, unexpected, yeah, that type of energy. So we've got 5 cards for Virgo. So please, higher self, guides, universe, show me the 5 cards for Virgo, for the new moon in Sagittarius. Okay, we've got 5 cards. So we've got questions for each and every one of these cards. So strong questions will give you strong answers. And the first question with the first card is, what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore? And we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, Wands being fire energy, Queen of Wands is the female, mature female version of that fire energy, and it is saying that you should not ignore the Sagittarius fire energy of newness, of adventure, of knowledge seeking. Virgo can be very similar to Sagittarius. They cannot sit still. They love to dissect and look at all the details. But with the Sagittarius energy, it's not about looking at the details as much. It's about exploring new things, okay? New territories, new faces, new places, new anything in general. So, and also being a bit adventurous and out there and accepting change in every way, okay? So that is the energy, and that you should be embracing, and the visions that are coming to you that you should not ignore and you should embrace. So the second card here is, where should you look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation? If you have children, look at them. If you have pets, look at them. If you have friends that are very positive and optimistic and outgoing and adventurous, tag along with them, okay? So if you are like that yourself, do it as best as possible. Also, if you are traveling somewhere that is warm and sunny, go there and enjoy it. That's where your inspiration will come from, to grow spiritually and consciously in some way. Okay, so the third card, how to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires. It's saying to move away from troubles in your mind, in your thoughts. The sword, this is the 6 of Swords. The sword cards represent It's an air element card and it represents the mind in general. So anything that's related in the mind that is kind of worrying you, move away from that and move towards calmer waters. Maybe you need to meditate and make your mind calmer. Maybe you need to go somewhere where it is going to help you to calm that mind chatter. You may actually go somewhere across water. So that's the way to connect with fire energy. The more you are kind of in a less mindful way, you'll become more involved in fire element, which is going to be more physical, okay, so, and passionate. So the fourth card here is how to overcome blocks that may interfere with your growth. Okay, so it's saying that blocks may be that you have so much on your mind that you want to experience, so many things that you want to experience, that you want to manifest, that you want to achieve. It's saying do not envision them all at once. Tackle them one by one, because you may actually end up scattering your energies and not having to manifest any of them because of that, okay? So that's what that is saying. So how will the universe support you? The universe will support you by helping you sow the seeds of your manifestations. This is the Ace of Pentacles. It's an earth element. It's all about reality. So sowing your seeds to become a reality in some way. And also some sort of money coming your way or abundance coming your way. And that is going to support you. But you have to do it one by one, as the ace indicates. So that is your Astro-Tarot for the new moon in Sagittarius, Virgo. And I hope you enjoy the Sagittarius new moon energies. Next we have Libra. Libra Sun, Libra Rising or Ascendant, and Libra Moon. The new moon will make clear the amount of activities that will end up on your calendar, Libra. Which one will you keep? And which one will you release or let go of? That is totally up to you. So that's kind of an indication that you will have a lot of activities coming up soon. That is your Astro. Let's see what we have for you with the Tarot. This time with the Sagittarius New Moon, I have chosen a 5-card layout. 5 in numerology is a fire element number. It is a number of adventure, it's a number of action, it's a number of physical action, it's a number of growth, transitioning, it's a number of travel, so unexpected situations, etc. So let's see what we have for you, Libra. 5 cards for Libra, please. Higher self, guides and angels and the universe. 5 cards for Libra. So we had that one jumping up. 5 cards. Another 2. And 2 more cards. There we have 2 more cards. Okay, so we have, as usual, questions corresponding to each and every one of these cards, and the stronger the questions, the stronger the answers. The first card is the 7 of Pentacles. This is an earth element card. And the question is, what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore? It is saying, look at what you've already gathered. or look at your harvest. Look at what you have and look at what you can do to have more of the same. So the energies and visions that are emerging, which you should follow and not ignore, are about solving certain problems relating to all of that stuff that's going to be happening in your life soon. You've got a lot of activities going on soon, okay? So you'll be a social butterfly soon. Okay, so we have the second card, and the question is, where should you look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation? And it's saying, well, dig deep into your work, whatever it is that you are doing. That's where your inspiration will come through, and you will expand spiritually and consciously, and it will actually motivate you. Okay? All right, the third card here is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is a air element card. And the air element card represents thoughts and the mind. So how to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires? Well, you have to kind of go about it in your mind. That's what the Page of Swords is saying. You may actually get some words or messages, or you may hear words, get some messages. You may read some things where you will get the inspiration to be passionate, and once you get passionate, that's how you connect with the element of fire. But yours comes through with the mind and the words. Okay, how to overcome blocks that may interfere with your growth. Well, staying close to home is probably the best choice for you at this moment. So the blocks, home is probably going to give you that comfort and security and safety and warmth that you need to be able to overcome those blocks. Even family may help you in regards to these blocks. Okay, so how will the universe support you, Libra? And what we have is the traditional wish card. The universe will support you by granting those things that you wished upon. Okay, your wishes will come true. And this is not about, because it's a water element card, it's cups. It's not about material things happening. It's about the experience. Okay, so it's about the feelings and the experience of the feelings, etc. So if you wanted to experience something, you will. If there was something that you wished upon, that you wanted to experience, those things will be happening. So that is your Astro and Tarot for you, Libra. And I hope you enjoy the Sagittarius New Moon energies. Next we have Scorpio. So Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising and Scorpio Moon. The new moon will help you, the new moon in Sagittarius, will help you to realize the lessons you've learned about your worth and how you can make it work to your advantage. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. We have a 5-card spread with the tarot, and 5 in numerology is very similar energy to Sagittarius energy. It is about transitioning, it's about learning, growing, expanding, it's about action, it's about the unexpected, it's about adventure and all that, and travels. So let's see what the cards have to say. So higher self, universe, angels, guides, 5 cards for Scorpio. Okay, so what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore? It's saying do not ignore the energies of the moon, okay? This is the moon card, so it's saying do not ignore the energies of the moon, and you will, because you're Scorpio, you're also a water sign, like the moon is a water sign, and during the moon, water signs get more affected easily than any other sign. So you being the mystique, the mysterious one, you will get visions, because during the new moon we have a portal to open to the other worlds, and you will get visions and feel the energies of these during the new moon, and there is something there for you, so do not ignore it. Okay, there is something there for you. Do not ignore it. There is a message there for you, maybe something to solve your problems, to help you understand how you can turn a certain situation that is emerging in your life to your own advantage in some way. The second card here is where should you look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation. It is saying you should move away from mind chatter. Okay, so move away from mind chatter, move away from situations that are chaotic to more serene situations. Go somewhere where it's calm, maybe meditate, get grounded, go within, and you will get the answers that you require, and to take action to actually physically move somewhere. So I do see you also maybe going across water somewhere. So that could also help you to get inspired so that you can expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation. So travel could be a good thing for you. How to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires. It is saying embrace the Sagittarius energy. The Knight of Wands is the typical Sagittarius energy. Embrace the adventurous energy. Embrace that traveling theme. You've got the traveling theme coming through. Both of these cards represent traveling in some way. So if there is somewhere that you need to travel, go, explore, learn new things, see new things, meet new people, eat different food, whatever it may be. So yeah, connect with the element of fire in that way to be able to manifest your desires. Number 4, how to overcome blocks that may interfere with your growth. Take action quickly and suddenly. If you see something, nip it in the bud straight away, because the Tower card represents something that happens in a shock instant way. It's like electric shock. So if you see a blockage on your path, nip it in the bud straight away and move on. How will the universe support you? The universe will support you by helping you to push forward with all those projects that you have been doing. So you may actually need to kind of quickly get them done and start a whole lot of new ones, because it's all about newness now. The new moon is going to help you to clean your canvas so you can start a new painting. So that is your Astro-Tarot for the Sagittarius New Moon, Scorpio, and I hope you enjoy the new moon, Sagittarius New Moon energies. Next we have Sagittarius, so Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising or Ascendant, and Sagittarius Moon. The new moon will confirm all that you have expanded into, moved beyond, and overdone or learned to balance in the past year, Sagittarius. So this is your moon. How exciting. It's in your element. It's like you've come back home and you're in that perfect zone. So that's your astro. Let's see what the tarot has for you, Sagittarius. We have a 5-card layout for the Sagittarius New Moon, because 5 represents fire energy, very similar to Sagittarius energy. It's active, it's reactive, it's adventurous, it's fast moving, it's full of unexpected adventure, and and it's fire elements. So we've got 5 cards for this layout. And another 2 cards, Dear Higher Self, Angels and the Universe. Another 1 card. Okay. Wow, beautiful cards. Okay, so we have 5 cards and 5 questions that correspond with each of these cards. We need strong questions to be able to have strong answers. And the first card is the 4 of Cups, represented by the water element and emotions. And the first question is, what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore? It is saying, do not ignore your feelings, do not ignore your emotions, do not close yourself off emotionally. You are a fire sign, but you need a balance with all the elements. So, the emotions are also very important. So do not block them off. That's the only way you can follow your visions. So where should you look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation? And I'm seeing the Page of Pentacles. This is an earth element and it represents security as well as knowledge. We've got the Eternal Student card. The Page of Pentacles is the Eternal Student card. So you are in a way an eternal student, Sagittarius. And it is saying that you should look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation through brand new knowledge, learning new things. Okay, so as if you are a young child learning new information, learning new things, and that is the way you will be expanding and getting inspired. So the third card is how to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires, and we've got the Sun card. The Sun shows the typical Sagittarius energy of being sunny, optimistic, happy, bubbly. We've got the horse there that represents the half man, half horse. Also the childlike energy. Okay, so positivity. That is how you can embrace the element of fire to manifest your desires. So the 5th card is how to overcome blocks that may interfere with your own growth. And it's about holding your own financial gains to yourself. You may need to become a bit generous and start helping others or sharing. So it's very unlikely that Sagittarius does not share, but it is saying do not get into that trap. And this is also saying that maybe you should also practice gratitude of what you have and what you can offer to everyone else. Okay? And the 5th card here is how will the universe support you? The universe will support you through moments of happiness. Those moments of happiness will help you to manifest all your desires. And this is also about being happy with your family. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card, Sagittarius. So that is your Astro-Tarot for the Sagittarius New Moon. And dear Sagittarius, I hope you enjoy the Sagittarius New Moon energies. Next we have Capricorn. So Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising or Ascendant, and Capricorn Moon. Your astrology says the new moon in Sagittarius will help you to realize the importance of the ways that you have been expanding while being busy behind the scenes. Ooh, how exciting. You'll actually realize how much you have grown, Capricorn. Wow. Okay, let's see what we have with the tarot for Capricorn. We have a 5-card spread, and 5 being a fire energy card number with in numerology, because it's all about transitioning, it's all about adventure, it's all about action, it's all about being active, reactive, it's all about adventure, etc. So yeah, 5-card spread for Capricorn. Let's see what we get. Ooh, and we have one that just flew. Here we go. So next, number 2, your high self, guides, angels, the universe, please show me the 5 cards I need for Capricorn. Okay, we've got 5 cards. We've got 5 cards, and we have 5 questions corresponding to each and every one of these cards. Strong questions will give us strong answers. So the first card is the 9 of Wands, and we have the first question: what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore? And it is saying that you need healthy boundaries in a lot of things. Okay, so you need to have healthy boundaries in some way. Okay, that is going to be healthy for you. Okay, so the second card is: where should you look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation? We have the 4 of Swords here, and the 4 of Swords represents rest, meditation, sleep, dreaming. So all of those. If you look for inspiration, look for inspiration through those activities. Okay, so the third card here is how to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires. Oh, the Ace of Wands is a fire element card, and it's like the beginning. So it is saying thoughts, all those ideas, okay, by all those new ideas that are coming into your mind, jot them down, because that is embracing the fire element, Sagittarius fire element. And Sagittarius energy is all about new things, new ideas, expanding in a new way, growing in a new way, etc., etc. So the 4th card here is how to overcome blocks that may interfere with your growth. It is saying that if people are moving away, or they have moved on emotionally, because this is a Cups card, and Cups represents water element, and it is corresponding to the emotions. So if people have moved on emotionally, or they have actually physically moved away, try not to keep the emotional cord still attached. Okay, try to move away from it. Try to move away from situations that are emotionally draining you. Okay, all right, so the 5th card here is how will the universe support you? The universe will support you when you are at the moment of when you get really sad about something. That's when the universe will actually support you to help you overcome whatever it is that is making you sad at that moment. Okay, so that is your Astro-Tarot, Capricorn, for the Sagittarius New Moon, and I hope you enjoy the new moon energies. Next we have Aquarius. So Aquarius Sun, Aquarius rising or ascendant, and Aquarius Moon. The new moon in Sagittarius will be an exclamation point on the bountiful networks you've been building and the power of your current collective. Ooh, so exciting. Let's see what the tarot has for you, Aquarius. So we've got 5 cards, and 5 cards because 5 is the number numerologically that represent similar to Sagittarius energy. It's a fire element type energy. It's active, reactive, it's adventurous, it's fun, it's action orientated. So let's see what is coming up for you, Aquarius. 5 cards, please. High self, universe, and angels and guides. Okay, we've got 5 cards. The first card, we've got answers corresponding to each and every one of these cards. So stronger the questions, stronger the answers. Okay, the first card, we have the question, what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore? Something related to work or something that you're trying to master, something that you are learning to master. But it is more so related to work in some way. Okay, so something that you should follow and not ignore. Okay, so relating to that field, that area. Okay, where should you look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation? Your networks. There we go again. Okay, so people that you work with as a team, where you make something beautiful happen. Okay, so that's where you should look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation. Go back to the people that you work with, that you are networking with. Okay, the third card here is how to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires. Release yourself from that self-imposed prison, Aquarius. Okay, if you have fears, release them. This is a swords card. It's all about, it's an air element card, and it's all relating to mental situations. So anything in the mind, if you have imprisoned yourself due to fears relating to certain situations, well, it's time to let go of them and release yourself. Okay, so that's how you can connect with the fire element and start getting more passionate about what you want to achieve. The fourth card here is how to overcome blocks that may interfere with your growth. And we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is friendships in general. So your friends can help you to overcome blocks, okay, that may interfere with your growth. If you do have certain blocks, you've got friends that you can rely on there. Okay, the fifth card is how will the universe support you? The universe will support you in a more balanced way. It will help you to come back into balance, back into grounding, and so you'll be more balanced. Okay, so the universe will help you to get into balance. Okay, so that is your Astro-Tarot, Aquarius, and for Sagittarius New Moon, and I hope you enjoy the New Moon Sagittarius energies. Next we have Pisces. So Pisces Sun, Pisces rising or ascendant, and Pisces Moon. The new moon in Sagittarius will help you to see a year of expanding your public roles and coming into your power professionally, Pisces. So, yeah, powerful there. Okay, let's see what the tarot has for you. We've got a 5-card spread. 5 is the number that is representative of fire element and very much so like Sagittarius energy. So let's see what the tarot has to say for Pisces. 5 cards, please, higher self, guides, angels, and the universe. And the last card. Okay, so we've got 5 cards, we've got questions corresponding to each and every one of these cards. Strong questions mean strong answers. And the first card is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the female fire energy, mature female fire energy. And the question is, what are the energies and visions that are emerging which you should follow and not ignore? It's taking that fire energy onto yourself. It's like you, Pisces, becoming more like Sagittarius in some way. So you're taking on that, the energies and visions. Okay, so you should follow that and not ignore it. Where should you look for inspiration to expand spiritually and consciously when you lack motivation? If you get a feeling of passion, the 5 of Wands, also a fire energy, represents passions. So if you feel passionate about something, or if you have some sort of passion coming through in regards to something that you are doing, follow that. Okay, that's where your inspiration will come through, and you will expand spiritually and consciously, and you will not lack motivation because it will keep you on your toes. Okay, the third card, how to connect with the element of fire to manifest your desires. We've got 3 of Wands, another fire energy card, and the 3 of Wands represents looking at what to do next, leaving what is behind and looking at what you want to achieve, what you've always wanted to do, maybe going somewhere that you've always wanted to adventure in. Stop looking at the horizon, go to the horizon and explore. Okay, the 4th card is how to overcome blocks that may interfere with your growth. It is relating to certain childhood issues or children in general, or it may even relate to issues that are stemming from the past that you actually really need to let go, because the Sagittarius energy now is all about cleaning your slate and starting all over. The 5th card here is how will the universe support you? The universe will support you by making you stronger, the Strength card. And that is so fitting with your astrology, where it said that you will be expanding your public roles and coming into your power professionally. So that is your Astro-Tarot for the Sagittarius New Moon, Pisces, and I hope you enjoy the Sagittarius New Moon energies.